Ryan Aber from newsok.com here with Jake Trotter at OU's red-white game where the white team beat the red 23-0. Jake, first of all, overall impressions from the game this afternoon?
Well, they weren't the best of conditions, but I think we saw a lot of impressive performances on the offensive side of the ball. I thought both quarterbacks, Drew Allen and Landry Jones, did a really nice job. And I thought the wide receivers, Kenny Stills, DeJuan Miller, Ryan Broyles, all had good days.
How big of an impact can Kenny Stills have on this team this year? Obviously, a great performance out there today.
Well, he showed right here today that he could have a huge impact on the team next season. It's a guy who's electric. He can go down the field and make plays. You need those kind of guys on your team, and I think with DeJuan Miller, more of a possession guy, Ryan Broyles over the middle. This is a guy along with Jazz Reynolds who can stretch the field vertically and really put pressure on the defensive backfields of opposing teams.
Is there anything we could learn from the offensive lines on these teams today? I know they were split up and obviously not going to have the game conditions, but is there something that the offensive lines could take away today?
It's a little bit hard to tell because you use 10 players and sometimes 13 and 14 in scrimmages like this, and you mix and match. But I thought the one positive sign was that there weren't a lot of penalties. There were only a couple holdings that I saw, and I know Stephen Good got carted off the field, but it's just a sprained ankle, so not a serious deal. They avoided the spring with only one injury to Eric Minsick, and that came a couple weeks ago. So a very positive spring, I think, for the offensive line and a positive spring game.
And some of these players took this a little bit more seriously maybe than others. Travis Lewis was one who was talking trash all week and came into the post-game interview room ready to talk some more.
Well, on Thursday, Lewis said, all we need is 3 points, and we're going to win for the white team. And he turned out to be a prophet because 23-0 was the final score. And Lewis, and they had too many, I think, solid players defensively, and I should say solid stars defensively with Jeremy Beal and Travis Lewis and Quentin Carter. I mean, that was really tough because you had a star at every level of the defensive field. And then obviously the biggest difference was having Landry Jones because Drew Allen had a really strong day, but you can't account for experience, especially at the quarterback position. And I think Landry was the big difference for the white.
And a different format this year. They've used the trick format the last few years. Today was more of a game format. What did you think of that?
Well, the players and coaches said they liked it. I liked it a lot too. Just watching it, you could follow it. You could see who was ahead, who was behind. Before you had no idea, and the players really had no ideas. So I think this is a tradition you'll see it stay in Norman over the next coming years.
For Jake Trotter, I'm Ryan Aber. You're watching newsok.com.